So hi everybody. Okay, so I'm not going to edit this video. This is just going to be me talking straightforward. Sorry about that light in the back. Ugh, I'm just trying. I wasn't expecting to make a video, so sorry for what I look like. But please also, could you do me a favor and hit that bell next to my subscribe button so you can get all of my videos. I know that a lot of people have been complaining a lot lately. I mean, it's hitting everybody from large YouTubers to smaller YouTubers that people are getting knocked down as far as all of our uploads on our channel are not being issued out to all of the subscribers. I have not been unsubscribed to any. Nobody's been unsubscribed to me, but but they're just not receiving my videos. And I noticed that in the last couple of videos that I made. Yeah, like I lost like 1,000 views, but they're slowly realize, oh, let me check her channel, and then that's how they get them. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a Twitter so you guys can catch like every single video, but that's going to be like, do I really want to maintain that channel, that site rather? But okay, but just please try to, like, if you don't get the subscriptions into your feed, just come and check to see if I made a video. Yeah, I try to do a video like every 3 days, you know. Okay, all right. So I do have another Nono Scamdiago video like on my computer. It's all ready, videotaped. I just need to edit it. And it's taking a little while because I am a little busy, have my family. And but I really want to just get this out for you because I was just really shocked about some of the things that I've seen. Now, I've heard from one of my source givers that Nono Scamdiago plans on getting a few of her friends to put in a good word for her vlogs, okay, her vlog channel. And I was really kind of shocked by at least 2 of them, which is PinkSparkles, and I didn't catch the other girl's name, but really I don't even want to give a shout out to this girl, not because I don't like her, not because I don't watch her channel. I do know of her, but all of her followers are preteen. She's a teenager herself. She's like 14 years old. So all of her viewers are preteen and teen, okay? And they really don't need to be, her subscribers really don't need to be over on Nina Unrated's channel. It's just really inappropriate. Now, I want to get back to PinkSparkles because the same message. The majority of PinkSparkles viewers are preteen and teen, okay? She does have some adults, and she herself is an adult, okay? But she does put appropriate information. Like all her videos on her channel are like children acceptable, if you will. Okay, so but so it really surprised me that she kind of shouted out this Nono Scamdiago because of actually some of the comments that PinkSparkles got under her video. Turn that down, please. Sorry, I was just, okay. So, yeah, so I just think that it's just really odd that PinkSparkles would shout this woman out who's been, you know, in the news for attempting to kill her ex-boyfriend, kill herself, and to hold children hostage and what have you. And also bringing her friends down, a large group of her ex-friends down, and also, of course, her family. That should have been put on the top of the list there. And she's just very inappropriate with the cussing, the swearing, the drug use that she says that she doesn't use, but it's clear that she does, with her large circle lenses, you know, covering her large pupils, which shows drug use, you know, and then her being just really irate and all over the place and whatever. I think it's just over the edge of just somebody who's being upset. It's just, she's over the board. And then also her alcohol use that she shows on her Periscope, and like a lot of her followers are preteens and teenagers. She does have a large adult following as well, so there's that as well, but I am really worried about these preteens and teenagers, okay? And so I was just like, what's going on with PinkSparkles? Why would she even do that? Why would she even like tell all her impressionable young preteens and teens to go over and be exposed to somebody who's just cussing, swearing? She's just, you know, all the things that I've just listed. Why would she would do that? I want to pose the question, does like PinkSparkles really consider her viewers? I mean, like, and also I was watching her channel where she happened to say, well, I don't really mind losing the majority of my viewers. I'm just doing this for you. No, she's doing it to make the money, you know what I mean? So clearly she cares to make that money, to get the views, but like doesn't care to possibly have all these children exposed to a woman like Nono Scamdiago. And I'm sure that some of you will let people know in the comment section who Nono Scamdiago is, okay? Or if not, you can inbox me, because like, you know, that's not breaking any YouTube rules, okay? I do call her Nono Scamdiago because there was a time where Nono Scamdiago would have all of her kisses mass attack some people who would raise up against her of the things that she was doing that was clearly not right. And I was one of them. She was only able to like get one of my videos taken down, but it's actually re-uploaded. It's me actually busting her on lying about being Style Hall affiliated, which she lied about because she wanted to intimidate some of the other channels, including her mom's channel, to like try to get her down and what have you. So that happened to me, so she's not going to have that happen to me again. I make sure that I cover my tracks as far as following the YouTube terms of services, the rules, I abide by them. And I have, you know, every right to voice my opinion, and I feel that people really need to know about the fraudulent woman that Nono Scamdiago is. Now, a few people have said, well, she's a nice person. She might be like kind of heinous over here, but she's done a lot of nice things. Well, you know what? The robber that lives down the street, yeah, I'm sure that he's done like some really nice things, but his job is to rob you, like, you know. So no, it shouldn't be like Nono Scamdiago shouldn't be called out as any of the nice things that she has done, okay? And by the way, the nice things that she does, believe me, it's for a rhyme and reason. The rhyme and reason is to grow her channel. She will do anything and everything, including fake friendship breakups like Miles did and she did, you know, like, and then come together, like, you know, just putting a lot of hype out there for her channel. It's all about her channel, but she will rob and take you, down, basically. She wants you just over there for the views, but she's a fake, fraudulent woman, and she cannot be trusted. Now, the video that okay, before I go on to that, I also because this video really is all about me just trying to like respond to the stuff that's been happening lately. Now, I also, unfortunately, want to call out the Glamorous Life. Now, this really isn't a call out. It really isn't. This is not something that she needs to respond to. But I was just really shocked about her leaving a comment under the video that the Miles Spears made, in which the video was about supporting Nono Scamdiago. Now, this woman was one of the key women, one of the key ex-friends of Nono Scamdiago, who really got a huge backlash of being interactive with Nono Scamdiago. She is the well-known one because from what I heard, now from a long time ago, I heard that it was about $6,000 that she lent, not donated, but lent Nono Scamdiago. But from what I'm hearing now, no, it wasn't $6,000. It was actually $10,000. It was to help Nono Scamdiago just basically get by, and also for lawyers and pay for like bills and what have you. Okay, the money was thus far supposed to be given back at some point as when the house is to sell. Now, the Glamorous Life, aka Kat, she has thus far, after lending Nono Scamdiago about $10,000, you know, like just reach out to me for friendship stuff, you know. So I was corrected. I thought that Kat had went through breast cancer. The reason why I thought it was breast cancer is because her breast, sorry Kat, was talked about, but nobody was like going over and talking about exactly what was happening with her breast. But seeing how it was such a huge thing, I thought it was like cancer, okay? And seeing how that Kat was on the viewer's voice, Nick Snyder's viewer voice, where she was just downpouring of tears and just really heartbroken. She felt betrayed by Nono Scamdiago about, you know, because she had asked Nono Scamdiago, could you just please be here for me? I'm really scared. I have to travel out of state. I believe it was to Florida in order to get a breast augmentation of some sort. And Nono Scamdiago just said, hey, for no rhyme or reason. There was no reason other than I just, you know, I don't need to be there. But I believe that the rhyme and reason is because Nono Scamdiago felt like, just because you gave me money doesn't mean I'm under your thumb. And she's done that to everybody who's basically lent her money. If they had turned around and said, hey, you know, like, when are you going to pay me back? She will block you. She would block you, tell you, I don't know you, I don't have time for you, and she would block you on everything, including the phone. Okay, so, but I was just really surprised that, you know, Kat was under the Miles Spears Nono Scamdiago support videos, you know, supporting Nono Scamdiago. She did simply say that she's not a loyal friend, she's not a good friend at all, but she does have some nice qualities. I'm just like, yeah, but you know what? And then in response to me, she said, well, I am a woman who can differentiate between our issues that we had with each other than how Nono Scamdiago can be. She can do nice things. And I'm like, yeah, you know, but that's not really about womanhood. That is really about the question of self-respect, you know? Like, when somebody does you wrong to that degree, like $10,000 degree, and has done other things to like really like kind of pull her down. Now cats may not know this, but from a lot of us, what we were seeing, and this information was given to me by my sources, that like video footage of her like really cutting Kat down to the skin, pretty much. You know, making fun of her. You know, there's like a little song that they were saying, when the house sells, you'll get your money. You know, like, and she has, Nono Scamdiago has all these people like just making a huge joke out of Kat. Like, and so when I had responded to Kat under Miles Spears' video, believe me, I wasn't calling her a laughingstock. I was pointing out the fact that Nono Scamdiago has made you a laughingstock with a huge group of people, whether you know it or she doesn't know it, okay? And she's clearly done all this stuff. So why would you go over to the Miles Spears' video and leave any kind of positive comment at all? That just does not make any sense to me. It doesn't. So I just, yeah. And then also let's jump to like Rod Germanato. I never get his name right. Rodrigo Germanato. Okay. And, you know, he had pointed out something where he was like, listen, I've been friends with her for a couple of years now. And, you know, there might be a lot of haters out there and calling her a scam artist and she's this, that, and the other. But what you need to know is that I knew her in person, and that, I've seen how she was with her child. She was she was very loving towards her child. She had put him up in a private school, got him into karate, and he said some other things as well. But like, I want to point out the fact that it's just kind of crazy because that was 2 months of her having him. Do understand that her mother was the one who raised her son for the child is now 8 years old. She's never had her child, okay? So the mom raised her son, and while Nono Scamdiago lived out of state. Okay, and then also the 8th year of his son, the 8th year of the son's life is now at the father's, because the 2 months that she did have him, she kidnapped her child out of state, and that I am going to talk about the kidnapping in the video that I'm editing now. That's going to be out, okay? But she, in fact, did indeed kidnap her child, didn't get permission from the second parental parent, no written consent, no anything, to take the child out. But she only had him for 2 months, and what happened in those 2 months? Well, she pulled a gun out. She pulled a gun out on herself. She put it out on her ex-boyfriend. The children, plural, have seen all of this, and 9 SWAT teams outside of her house, and she made the news. Like, she went to jail. She had so many things happen to her. But really, come on, you guys, this is not about like somebody who was living innocently in their lives, no impact, no cause and effect on her part. No, she started all of this. What happened to her were some really poor, bad choices that she made for herself, and I really feel like karma was just like, girl, it's time for a lesson learned. Like, and she unfortunately has gotten to a stance today where she hasn't learned her lesson. It's very clear to me, because what she did from the beginning to cause all this havoc, she's thus far again rehashing the story, and then also doing things behind the scenes that some of you have not seen, like on her Periscope. And I have not seen her Snapchat, so I'm not going to say that I haven't gotten any sources from that. I don't even know if she's making Snapchats anymore, but she has been on, I'm not going to mention the other app that she's on, but she is, you know, saying things like, guys, do not watch this person and that person's ads. Skip them because they don't get paid for them, but do come to my channel and make sure you play the ads, play the ads, play the ads. And unfortunately, she usually has like about, I'm gonna say about 70 views before I even get to see these videos. So I heard the last ending of that, and I couldn't catch the ending of that, and none of my sources sent me that information to record it or anything like that. So, but she did say that. So she's causing a lot of issues and troubles, like making fun of her ex-husband's lisp, like just trying to defame him in every way, shape, or form. And then she thus far has said, well, I can do that because, you know, my ex-husband's name is a public social media figure, like kind of like Michael Jackson, so I can name him and talk all the shit that I want, basically. And I'm just like, wow, Nono Scamdiago, good for you. Like, wow, like, you know, you seem to be getting a lot of permission to do a lot of funky things to people who that moved on with their lives. Nobody was paying attention to this woman, and I think that a lot of that is basically the reason why she put all this stuff out there. Number one, she wants her YouTube channel, which is very important to her, to get off with a bang. So she also has this famous line of the drama pays the bills, she says, you know, so she knows drama, let's put it all out there. The more nutcase I seem, the more people are going to be intrigued. But I don't even think it's an act. I really think that she is a nutcase. That's just my opinion. That's the opinion of a lot of people. But she really does start like kind of like lashing out on everybody because she knows her family well and good. She knows that they're not the type to turn the cheek when shit is hitting the fan. They will come and they will stand up for themselves. She knows that, and now that she has like attacked them and they're coming to stand up for themselves, now she cries wolf, like, oh no, look at them, they're coming to attack me, look. You know, so that happened when all this began. What was it, a year or 2 years ago? I don't know. Like, at this point, I don't even know. But she's doing it again, you guys. Like, and I'm really hoping that you understand that. I also want to hit back at. I really want to hit back at about her child. I think that this woman, Nono Scamdiago, I think that she has a really bad temper. I think that she rages. I think that she's all things like over the top. I don't think that she's a contained woman. I think that she's out of control. And when everything is like, oh, fine and dandy, yeah, she's a fine and dandy person, but when shit hits the fan, that's when she rages and that's when she's out of control. But she doesn't keep her mouth shut. She's not self-contained, is why I said that. And she will attack anybody who doesn't even get in her way, but she'll bring you in to attack you in order to create this drama. So this woman has no morality. She has none whatsoever, and she will do anything and everything just to be popular and famous on her YouTube. And once again, I want to sum all of this up. I'm with PinkSparkles, like really like bad decision making. I don't really watch her channel anymore, you know, and that has nothing to do with anything, really. It's not because I don't like you or you're, like, I don't know, I just, yeah, anyways. But it was a big hoopla about the palette, you know, that you had put out. A lot of people felt like they were being like, they were feeling like, wow, did you even consider us? And then you go ahead and you make this video about Nono Scamdiago promoting to your preteens and teenagers to go over and watch a woman who is clearly out of her mind. And the stuff that she puts out there is really age inappropriate. Preteen teens, you know, it's just really inappropriate. Why would you do that? People are gonna, and there have been a few people in the comment section who actually would said the same thing. Like, why would you do that? That's just really concerning that you would not consider and rethink before you went ahead and told, you know, your impressionable cuties to go over there and watch a heinous woman who's going to teach all these people to do the wrong things, the very wrong things, kind of like, you know, team up, let's, all her kisses and everything, like, let's team up against all the people I don't like, you know, and come over and be aggressive. And she's going to teach all these people that it's okay to rage, it's okay to be out of control, because there's no consequences to be paid, you know, to adhere to, like, that, you know. And I don't know, like, if you're an adult, you can go ahead and watch her, you know what I mean? I don't care, but you guys need to realize that this woman is over the top, and I'm not even like considering like, will she get her child back? Because she clearly is not going to get her child back, because, you know, in YouTube world, or even Nono Scamdiago's world, you know, things seem like, I know that everybody has their own morality, our own moral system, but the courts have another moral system and a way to like follow a certain pattern of how to deal with people like Nono Scamdiago. They see that she's not parent ready. I see she's not parent ready. The majority of the people in the real world would see that she's not parent ready, raging and jerking off on Periscope like, oh my god. And yeah, so I'm not really worried about that, but I just want people to know that she is just not a good person. Don't fall for it. She is two-faced, and I will be having my other Nono Scamdiago video out after this one. I am a little busy today. I do have my own responsibilities to adhere to, like children's doctor's appointments and some other things. But thank you for hanging in there, you guys. And please, again, I want to say, please like and subscribe, rate, anything, like just rate. And I am going to rethink, I'm going to consider putting up a Twitter account just to put my videos out there so people are like aware that I am making videos. Wait until I decide. And make sure you click that bell next to the subscribe button to get all of my videos. Okay, so I hope that turned out really good, because I am not editing this. I have other things to edit. Okay, so mwah, mwah, love everybody. Please leave your thoughts below. I would really like to hear what you think about this. I really would like to know. Okay, talk to you guys later. All right, bye.